Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Anchal Rajput from Inky IT Solution. In today's video, we are diving into the practical and powerful data engineering use case, which is migrating data from an API to Microsoft Fabric data warehouse using SSIS. Now, if you're in ETL, cloud, or analytics, this video is for you. So why this approach? Well, SSIS remains robust for the data orchestration. API provides flexible and real-time access to the external system, and Microsoft Fabric Warehouse gives high-performance analytics engine, making this trio a great combination. Before we start, here's what you need. Visual Studio with SSIS extension, Microsoft Fabric Workspace, Azure App Registration for authentication purpose, API access with authentication using client ID and client secret, and lastly, ODBC driver 18 or higher for SQL Server. First, open Visual Studio and create a new SSIS package. In case you don't have SSIS, you can simply download it from Manage Extension by searching SSIS in online section. The one from the Microsoft is our option to go. After that, simply drag script task into control flow. Using script task, we will be calling web API and will store the JSON file into the local, and later we'll take it to data flow, connecting these two. Inside the data flow, we will be parsing our local file which we saved previously using script component as a source, and we'll be dumping this data into Microsoft Fabric data warehouse using ODBC destination. So here's our overview of how our control flow will work. As we are done with the SSIS overview, next we will move to configure ODBC driver. For ODBC driver, I will be searching ODBC data source configuration 64-bit. Over here, we will be adding user TSN for ODBC driver 18, and we will be naming it as Fabric data warehouse user DSN. Now, for server, you need to add the SQL Server endpoint for your Fabric data warehouse. It will be available wherever your data warehouse is stored. You can just simply click three buttons and copy SQL connection string. Copy. Now add the server into the section. Next, we will be authenticating it with Azure Service Principal. We'll be creating an app registration in Microsoft Azure portal. Go to the Microsoft Entra ID. In Manage section, you will find app registration. Click on it. Create new registration. I'll be naming it as Fabric Test Register. Now here you need to copy the client ID and store it. Create a certificate or a secret as we would require it for the authentication. Create new client secret. We'll be giving it a name of Fabric Test again. Copy the value and again paste it in a documentation. We'll be needing it. Now go to the Fabric in Manage Access. Simply add people or group. Search for the app registration you just created, which was Fabric Test. Give it an admin permission and add. We'll be again refreshing the page so it can be updated. Now we'll be moving to the ODBC. Configuring. We'll be adding the new client ID, which we just copied, and the secret value. Here, this is the name of our data warehouse in Fabric. Let's see whether it is connecting or not. Done. Now we'll move next and finish this up. Test the data source. The test completed successfully. Click OK and save. Now for API access, we'll move to data migration package. Over here in control flow, open script task. In edit script, simply write your script to add the JSON file into the local folder from Web API. This will take a little bit of time and this will open a different window for you to edit C# script. So over here I have called this Web API and I've simply just saved the JSON file into the local folder, giving it a name as REST countries. We'll be switching back to the main one. Everything is okay. Click OK. It will automatically close that tab of C#. Now entering into the data flow task. Once my local file will be stored, I will be parsing it. So I'll be adding script component. Again in script component, I'll be editing script which will parse the JSON file. Again it will take a little bit of time as it is opening a new window. So here I've used some references. In case you find any error, you can simply just download and reference. And here is my code to parse the JSON file. I've fetched it from the local as it was storing it before. We'll be closing this one as well. Make sure you add the columns in input output section. Giving these column names and the length for it. String dtr string and length. So data type accordingly. Click OK. Once done, we can move to ODBC destination. In our case, we have already created an ODBC driver for which we need to create this new DSN. Click OK and you will be able to pick up the DSN which you have created. Simply click on it, add username and password and click OK. In my case, I've already created one, so I'll be using that. In data access mode, we can select row by row, and in name of the table, we will be selecting REST countries. Now, this REST countries is the name of the table which I initially created in my data warehouse. As you can see, I've wrote the script to create the table and called it. Make sure you add null at the beginning. Now, make sure that you map this table with the script which you parsed, country to country name, and for all the rest of the columns. Once done, click OK and you're ready to run this. Once your SSIS package is loaded successfully, you can simply call the table in your warehouse and all the values will be added into it. That is it guys, SSIS and Fabric makes a powerful combo for modern data workflow, even with the API. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe if this helped you, and let me know what you'd like to see next. In case of any question, simply just add a comment below. Thank you so much guys.